Good morning, you guys. Alright, today is Friday morning, 28th of July. It is currently 02:55 local time. 2:55 in the morning. Yeah, pretty easy when it's morning time for those of you guys who are military time challenged, I guess. Alright, we are right near the bottom of the Cajon Pass. Right where the 215 and 15 freeways split off. Get on the 215 southbound here. As you guys know from my last video, I'm on my way to Colton to make a delivery to the Sam's Club DC, or also known as the Walmart DC. Let me pick it up just a little bit here to get around FedEx a little sooner, because his lane is going to be ending up here pretty soon. Shortly after we get past the interchanges up here. So I want to be past him where... Oh, he's getting off here at DeVore Road anyway, or Glen Helen. Alright. I was expecting that he was going to go this direction, because his terminal is literally right up the street from where we're going. Okay, so we picked this load of pork, basically bacon and other basically pork product, mostly all bacon. We're going to be delivering it to the Sam's Club DC over here. And from there it's going to be going to all the Sam's Clubs pretty much throughout the western region. I remember I used to run Walmart Dedicated out of that same DC that I'm delivered to now, and yeah, it's everything that comes into there, that if it's not going cross-dock, it gets put on the Walmart trailers and gets delivered out to all the Sam's Club stores specifically. Basically throughout California. We used to do the 3 stores in Washington before they all closed down. I used to always run up the Salt Lake City area and do all the stores up there on a regular basis. They also go out to like Phoenix, Flagstaff, Tucson, Casa Grande. I think that one closed if I remember right. Yeah, I think that was one of the ones that closed down permanently. Las Cruces, and I think they do El Paso again too. It's been a while though. They didn't do El Paso when I was there, but they used to, and then they got it back. I don't know if they're still what they're all still doing or not doing, especially with the Shafter DC now open. I don't know where the divisions are and all that. Alright, anyway, that's not what I'm really starting early on this video for. I usually start recording on these videos to Colton when I get to the 210 freeway. Starting a little bit earlier today because there's something I want to talk about, and it's trucking related. And it is a bit of a gripe here, right? So for those of you guys who caravan, i.e. if you ever travel with another person, let's say you're in one car and you're following somebody else in another car or vehicle, whatever. Not talking truckers, but I'm talking four-wheelers, more especially. Alright, there are some extremely bad habits that happen among you guys who caravan that you should be aware of. Alright, so this came up when, now I have a video, I already posted it to my Scott Zane Trucking Clips channel. It's already up there now. Something that happened to me on my way over here, while I was still in New Mexico, New Mexico, in Thoreau area. Thoreau, that's the name of that town. It's around the 50-ish mile marker in New Mexico. It's, it's not too, it's in between, basically it's in between Milan and Grants and Gallup. About halfway between the two, or roughly. Okay, so the situation. Now, I don't know that people are caravanning. Usually I don't know they're caravanning until I'm already catching up to them and wondering why they're not passing each other, or they pass me up and I catch clues that they are rolling together. Now in this particular situation, we had not two, but three people, three vehicles in the caravan. Lead vehicle was a like a Dodger, Ford, whatever, 12-pack type van. That can't be the same FedEx. Second one was a white Dodge Caravan. And the third one was a black Mitsubishi Outlander. Now, the two vans were together, very close to each other. And you'll see in that video, I'm doing about 70 miles an hour in there, or just under it, 68, 69, 70-ish, whatever. These guys pass me up very easily. Or while they're next to me, you can see they're very clearly doing probably at least a good 80, maybe even 85 at first. It did kind of seem like they slowed down just a bit while they were next to me, but they were still definitely faster than me. I suspect they were only slowing down a little bit because the truck, I think there was a truck in the left lane not too far ahead of me. I think that they were backing off a little bit for. And then they move into the space in front of me, which there was a ton of space in front of me if I recall. Well, meanwhile, there's the Outlander. Well, I have no idea it has anything to do with them. Okay, because they weren't right behind the white van for one, and they didn't get over to pass me until the vans were already a little further up. Yeah, up by I think already back in front of me or whatever. So I'm not thinking anything of it. I just think it's just some random car speeding, wanting to get to where they're trying to get to, and that's it. I didn't notice that the woman driving it had her right turn signal on while she was still next to my by my tandems. Because I was, my space in front of me was getting compromised by the vans that were up ahead. That had passed me. They were, like I said, they were doing probably a good 80, 85-ish when they were right next to me originally, but it quickly got to where they backed off to where they were kind of matching my speed, maybe just a little bit faster. By the time the Outlander driver got by me, and it wasn't until she was already up here up on my front end where I caught a glimpse of her slowing down. I mean, because I'm busy watching these guys in front of me. They're still in my area of concern, I would say. They're close enough in front of me where I got to keep my attention on them. I'm not overly concerned about them, but at the same time, they're close enough where if I have to react, if they do something, I need to be able to react ASAP and very quickly. So anyway, this driver backs off from doing like probably 80 miles an hour to where she's just doing the same speed as me, and she's right up here by the front of my hood. And I'm like, okay, so I get suspicious. Why is she slowing down? And there was space in front of her, and it didn't seem to be a good reason for her to be slowing down there, unless she was going to be caravanning with these two vans. Sure enough, now I couldn't see her turn signals at first, because when she was up here, I have my A-pillar, I have my hood mirror, and I have my hood there. All of those restricted my view of part of her car, including her taillights. I had to actually lean forward like this to look in that gap there between I guess in that triangle area, I would call it, there in between the, wait on that guy to move over so I can get over. Wait for them to, yeah, see, I'm waiting for them to clear the space in front of me first before even though there were 2 lanes over, I was expecting them to do that. Okay. Anyway, Yeah, I had that little triangle area there, underneath my hood mirror, above my mirror. Above my hood and to the right of my A-pillar. I had to basically put her taillights in that space, so I could actually see she was even signaling that she wanted to come over. But she's barely like a couple of feet away from me, from the nose of my truck. And remember, I have a deer guard on my truck too. And somebody has a bug. Oh yeah, I didn't want to see a crack there. Sometimes I get bug guts on my truck and on my windshield, and it looks like a crack. She's wanting to come over, and she's barely doing the same speed as me. Maybe even a tad slower now. I'm going to move one more lane over. Wait on this guy to clear. Okay. Okay, so I'm immediately concerned. So she's still in the other lane. So I start blowing my air horn to try to discourage her from making the decision to come over right away. It's like, you don't need to be coming over in front of me that close. And maybe she can. I was hoping blowing my air horn would get her to rethink her decision and just stay in the lane she's already in and wait till she's further ahead. But she just had to have that space in between me and the Dodge Caravan as soon as possible. So even with me blowing my air horn, she decides to come over into the space in front of me right away. And on top of that, you can see in the footage she starts backing off just a little bit, to get space with the Caravan driver. So my space got compromised by the lead drivers of that Caravan slowing down in front of me, to my speed, or basically virtually my speed, and limiting the space I had to work with, the other driver had to work with to stay with them. It happens a lot like that where, where people always do that. When they're in a Caravan, the lead driver almost always slows down after they're back in front of me. And then the ones that are following them, they just have to be in direct eye shot of whoever's in front of them. And next thing you know, they're all slowing down in front of me, and I have to back off or move over if I can. Every time, it seems. If it's not that, here's another gripe I have with caravanning drivers. Quite often, remember, my truck is governed at 70 miles an hour. A lot of other trucks here out on the road that are governed at 68, 65, whatever. Some even a little bit slower, Raider Express. Anyway, I could be doing 70, and I'll come up on a duo or more of caravanning drivers that are perhaps, we'll just say, doing 65. Now they might be following each other at a decent distance, a reasonable enough distance where I can go around the rear driver, and go to pass them up. Okay, well, I don't want to be blocking the left lane, so as I get past them, I move over. I move back over and get in the space between them and whoever they're following. And as I get close enough to the lead driver, whoever the next one up in that group is, I'll move back over to pass them up and inch my way across. Inch my way one by one past everybody in the Caravan until I'm past the entire group. Problem with that, okay, that's how it works on paper, quote unquote. How it really works is I'll get around that first car and I'll move back over, and next thing I know, the person who I just passed doesn't like that they cannot see the person that they're following in front of me, so they'll actually move over, speed up, go around me, get back into space in front of me, and basically, and then slow back down in front of me, back to 65, what they were already doing, because that's what the lead driver was doing the entire time. And so I can never get up to the lead driver in the Caravan because they do that. My only options really to effectively get around a Caravan like that are, one, stay in the left lane and hog it and piss off everybody else who's going a lot faster, or B, get off the road for about 5 minutes and pull over, and then just hopefully the Caravan gets far away from me, and then get back on the road, and then hopefully not have anything to do with the Caravan the rest of the time. Now, I had one time my wife was caravanning with me where I was here in my truck, and actually we were in Texas on US 287 southbound, or yeah, I think we were on 287 now. I was also on I-40 eastbound. Basically, she was focused. She met up with me in eastern New Mexico. She was on her way to either pick up or drop off our kids in Oklahoma in the car, and I was in my truck on a regular route, or no, actually, yeah, it might have been when she followed me to Oklahoma to drop off a loaner truck. I can't remember the exact detail there, but I remember she was caravanning with me, and another truck did exactly what I just talked about. You know, they got around her, got in the space between her and I, and we're going to get off here at Rancho Avenue, by the way. And basically they were going to wait for the next opening in the left lane so they can get around me. Okay, well, in the meantime, my wife ends up going around them and gets back in front of them and gets between them and me, and so I got on her case about it. Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Don't ever do that. It's like, that truck got around you for a reason. And I told her, this is something that if you're going to be caravanning, make sure you know this information. Where am I exiting the freeway at, or what highway am I getting off at, or whatever? Where's my next turn or exit that I need? Because if your only way of knowing where you're going to be exiting is by seeing what the person in front of you is doing, you've already failed, and you're creating a bad situation for, a very annoying, potentially road rage, potentially dangerous situation for other drivers out here, right? Make sure you know exactly where you're getting off the freeway. Hey, I'm going to get off at exit, we'll just say, we were in, she met up with me on one time at exit 350, or 350, whatever it was, 356 in New Mexico, where that Valero station is there on I-40. We'll just say we were going to stop in Sayre, Oklahoma at the Flying J, exit 20 on I-40. Okay, if you know that I'm not getting off the freeway until we're there, and even more so, I have an app that I use called Glimpse, Glympse. Now, there's a standalone app that you can use on smartphones, or on my text messaging app, which is, I use Message Plus for text messaging. And Message Plus actually has Glimpse integrated right into it. So when I'm driving, all I have to do is glimpse her. Send her a glimpse on text message, and it'll let me glimpse her up to 4 hours, so she can see in real time where exactly I'm at and where she's at in relation to me, or or whoever I happen to be glimpsing with. She, if she loses eyeshot of me, she can always see from the glimpse where she's at in relation to me, and we can communicate by phone that, hey, I'm at such and such mile marker or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and back off and wait for you. We're going to make the right turn here onto Alamanza, and of course I'm not going to slam on my brakes for that. Alright, and of course these impatient four-wheelers have to do that kind of shit. They do that a lot here, by the way. I'm waiting for a day I see a cop coming the other way and bust them for doing that. Or even a cop hanging out. Alright, so please, if you're going to be caravanning with other people, let the faster traffic get by you. If someone gets by you and they get into space in front of you, let them. Just be patient. Let them work their way one vehicle at a time past the entire group, and then you won't deal with them anymore, and you won't piss them off because they're not going to get hopelessly stuck behind you, just insisting on being able to see the person you're following. You don't have to be doing that. So, yeah, like I said, with my wife, there was one time she did that, and I got on her case about doing that and told her to back off. And, like, stay back, you know I'm not exiting the freeway anytime soon. Or, even if I am, like, maybe I'm turning off on another highway, I'll tell her, hey, we're not turning until we're certain, until we're in Amarillo, for example. And, it's going to be exit 78 or something, or 76, 78, something like that. I can't remember the exit number. Was it 78? Yeah. So if you're at exit, let's say 30, 35, whatever, in Vaughn, what is it? Damn it, not Vaughn. Over by the pilot off exit 36. Then you know that you're still 40 miles away. You don't need to be in a big hurry. You know there's no concern about me turning off somewhere without you knowing. Communicate. Have some, use phones or something. Have a preset plan. This is what where I'm gonna stop. This is where I'm exiting for fuel or whatever. Use phone calls or whatever needs to be done to make that communication happen, so you don't create a bad situation for other drivers, especially us truckers. We can't stand that kind of crap. I've had other cases too where I can use that story material too for why I've had to deal with these people. But yeah, it's happened numerous times. Okay, I can't tell if that truck over there is parked on the shoulder, along the curb, or if they're in line. Looks like they might be parked. Yeah, they are parked. Alright, left turn here on the Miguel Bustamante, and then we're going to make the right turn into the second driveway here. That'll be the Lineage Logistics Facility. Does not look too busy here so far, but I can't tell until I get over here into their driveway. I was hoping that would be the case because, see, I'm also signaling early so this car knows that I'm turning over here. They probably know it anyway. These guys probably work here at this warehouse. Yeah, not too, well, the driveway's not busy. Only one truck there already at the guard shack checking in, but see, the thing is here, I could come here and there could be a lot of trucks inside the lot already or something. But 4 a.m. appointment time, it's 3:19 now. That could also be a factor in it. Come about 7 a.m., I would expect there'd be a lot more trucks over here trying to check in. I've had times where the line goes all the way to Riverside Avenue. Aqua months on Riverside Avenue trying to get checked in. Alright guys, we are checked in. We do have a dock door assignment. We're going to be in 123. You see right on my map, this first row here, this will be the 100 row. Okay, so the office, we're going to check in at the green office, which is right in between, I think, doors 117 and 118, if I remember correctly. So at 123, it'll just be like about 5 or so doors past the office. So be a short walk. Now this row is difficult for some people to back into. I don't normally have any problems getting in myself, but it depends on what's going on here. If like I see that Cedar England driver hooking up to their trailer or dropping it over there, I wouldn't try to back in with them like that. That reefer guy up there, the reefer repair guy, I think is what he is. Actually, looks like he is going to be an issue for me with my setup, so I might have to modify my setup a little bit, but yeah, 123 is going to be right over here by these red trucks up here ahead. Yeah, this is 117 next to me, this drop trailer, and 118 will be this next one, 19, 20, 22. Alright, so we're going to be between the second and third red trucks. Let me get my doors open real quick. Yeah, that England van's going to be in my way. Alright guys, it looks like the England van moved down far enough where I actually should have an easier time setting up. I'm going to have to wait on this whoever. They're not going to come you're not going to come around me, dude. So I hope they're not, I had a feeling I was in England with the Walmart, but I couldn't tell. I don't trust people here. People try to pull fast ones all the time on me. Let me get forward enough. Let this England back here go by. As soon as we get our space cleared here, we will get back in. Alright, got this lady here back that I'm walking by. Let's go ahead and get set up. Alright, 2 spots past. Who's that back there? Alright. Now these are wide spots here, so it's easier to get in than you think. Looking really, really, really good right now. Actually, overshooting with the tractor, but the trailer looks in really damn good shape, so. Actually, I'm a little bit too far to the side. See if I can get the tandems over where I need them before I run out of space here. I don't think I'm going to make it. I'm going to slide over a little bit more to the right. Okay, yeah, I've seen countless drivers struggle with this side. A lot of people hate knocking on this side of the building because they find it very difficult to back, but damn it, I need to move a little further over and I need to get my tandems far enough over to the right. There. That's better. Now we should be good. Now I don't normally have to do all these pull-ups. A lot of times I just come straight back in, but you can see just one little slight screw up there, and all it takes to have to do pull-ups. We have a winner. We are definitely good there. Okay, let me get it separated from my trailer, pull forward, and then we'll check in right over here to the right. Where I was opening my doors is where we're going to check in at. Alright, well, some more for you and we're docking out. look like you got room though.
What's that?
Yeah, I can, but it look like you got room.
You got a little bit of space. I just need like enough to get through.
I can see your tandems. That looks like you got room. I can back up anyway though.
Yeah, I won't make it though.
I'm pretty sure you would. I come here all the time. I know you can make it, but I'll back up.
A little, man.
I'll back up for you, but yeah. Alright guys, we are done unloading here. Actually went pretty fast. I got one more truck to go by right now. Figure out what he's doing. It looks like he's gonna, I don't know if he's gonna have a Mexican standoff with the Sierra England bobtail driver here. He's going around. Let me get my truck set up the way I want it. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we're already emptied and verified empty and all that. It went very quickly. For Walmart standards, and this wasn't even pulling fax, the delivery as far as I know. Once I get in the dock door, it didn't take long at all before the unloader came out, put the glad hand lock on and all that. And he started unloading me pretty quickly. Let me get by this guy. I can't stand it when drivers block the lane to open their doors. The guy who just docked into 125 a second ago, he's one of those examples of drivers I can't stand dealing with. So there are two drivers in front of me trying to get by. The guy in 125 trying to dock in. I'm trying to get out. And none of us can go by because this guy's just has to be blocking the lane to open his trailer doors. Alright, so again, I would stress, don't open your trailer doors or close them when you're in a position to block other people from going by, especially at a busy facility like this. It might only be a couple of minutes or whatever to do that, or a minute or two, but to me it's disrespectful. It's a wasting someone else's time that they shouldn't have to waste. So I always advocate, if you can do that somewhere else, like before you set up, before you even start doing your backing setup, do it there. You don't need to be blocking the damn lane. A lot of people take long enough to get into their dock doors as it is. Okay, I like to come up here right by where my trailer doors are, right by them. Get inspected. All that, we'll get out of here. Alright guys, we are good to go, ready to get rolling. Looks like we're clear here. Alright. As a reminder, because I come here all the time, you guys see plenty of videos from me here. I just did a pickup from this same place last week. As a reminder, when you come to that exit gate, use both sides of it. That's a one-way gate, not two-way. So if one side's occupied, use the other side. You don't have to use the right side only. Okay, so what is going on next? Zoom out here for you and maybe change the view back to map view for you. Okay, so I'm out of hours. Let me figure out where we're at here. There we are. Oh, no, damn it. Gotta focus on the road and not hitting trucks and watch it for other stuff first. Okay. So I'm pretty much out of hours. I have 1 hour and 47 minutes left on my 70-hour clock now. And it's, I say it's only 5:19 local time now. I was only in the dock door for about not even an hour and a half before I was already pulling out. Yeah, I already had bills in hand before, about an hour and 20-ish in, and within an hour and a half after docking in is when I was actually pulling away. Let's see, there are a couple of, yeah, there we go, we got green light here. I figured that was okay, but I wasn't sure. I don't trust four-wheelers. There's a truck coming over that way. I'm sure he's turning right to come into Sam's Club, but a four-wheeler right behind him, yeah, I didn't trust them. Okay, so I'm out of hours. And I get recaps tonight, but I only get 7 hours or so, a little over 7 hours of recaps back tonight. That's just enough to give me about a 9-hour work day tomorrow. This guy's gonna pass me, watch. Looks like he's already wanting to. Yep, there he is. He's passing me illegally. Told you. These damn four-wheelers, they are not patient at all. Even though I'm doing a speed limit right now, it's 45 speed limit here, and that's what I'm doing. They just can't handle that. See, here's the 45 sign right here. Alright, anyway. So I can't do anything useful till tomorrow anyway, and I mean, I can't run a normal speed. Even then, I got good recaps coming back tomorrow night. Tonight, well, yeah, I can run a 9-hour shift tomorrow. I get 10 plus hours the following night, but then the next night after that, I only get 7 something, I think. So, and I can have a 34-hour reset done by 1400 tomorrow, and have a fresh 70 to work with, and do whatever the hell I want. I'll run, you know, run however I want to run with whatever load they can offer me, and there are no HOS delays that I have to worry about. And a lot of our Walmart pickups actually come out of here in the evening or later at night too. You know, when I like to run, so more reason to be happy with doing a 34. And since I'm here doing a 34, it's only 45 miles to my house. I'm going ahead and I'm going to PC back to my house and do it there. Why would I do a 34 anywhere else but home if I'm that close to my house? So yeah, so that's where we're heading to next. I'm not going to keep you there. I'm just kind of letting you know what's going on, all right? Otherwise, yeah, I think that pretty much covers this video for you guys. I see a red light runner, or just saw one. I don't know what'll be going on next. Presumably with the fresh 70-hour clock to work with and when I'll be available, there's a better chance I'll be picking reloading right here at the same DC you just watched me leave a second ago. So we'll find out though. You know, any number of directions I can go. We also do a decent number of pickups at GT's Living Foods in Vernon over by LA, among other places, even Dura Freight and Walnut. What are some others? I've even done like Golden State Foods over in City of Industry. We have one location there we deliver to, and another location we do pickups from. And so, yeah, that's an option. Cheese loads out of Lemoore or Tulare. Carrots or whatever else out of the Bakersfield, Arvin area. You never know. So we'll find out. I guess I'll surprise you with whatever's up next, but given when I'm available and where I'm at, knowing I'm going to have a fresh 70 and all that kind of stuff, I'll make it. If I was the betting man, I'd say I'll be picking up here in Colton. I'm running behind on my vlogs, so what I'm going to probably do is, if I do pick up in Colton, pretty good chance I won't vlog it. I don't know, because Colton is always good for some interesting things going on there, depending on what, you know, how busy it is, what kind of a shit show it is, or whatever. So we'll see. I may or may not vlog that if I pick up there though, okay? So, and actually if I don't vlog at all, it'll actually give me time to kind of get caught up on stuff. I still have, as of right now, I still have my Moberly delivery and my Olathe pickup. Yeah, this thing always does this to me right here. My Olathe pickup to edit and post before I can even get this one posted. So that kind of tells you how far behind I am. Alright, so this will give me an opportunity to at least get good progress on that. Plenty of content for you guys to keep updated with on the channel. We'll have other, I do also have other, as always, other content, the shorter clip stuff. That gets randomly posted to my Scott Zane Trucking Clips channel. So watch for that as well. Also, there are some compilations that get posted by other YouTubers. Dashcam Lessons channel. That's another one that he likes to use a lot of my content. I always give him permission to use my stuff too. You can also watch him. Maybe find some of my stuff on there. He just did one not too long ago, where probably like half the content on the compilation was mine. So, it kind of brings some notoriety to my channel, I guess, in some ways. People like my reactions to stuff, and then other people find me offensive. Doesn't matter. Everybody's going to have that going on. I don't care who you are. You're going to have your lovers or haters, I guess. So, it is what it is. Alright, so that kind of wraps us up. We'll wish you all hope you all have a great weekend. It is Friday morning here, so I get to spend a little bit of weekend quality time at home, I guess. I don't know, maybe see about doing a movie or something, for all I know. Alright, y'all have a great day, and we will see I'll see you on the next one.